the key to increasing iron's movement, and it has nothing to do with increasing the amount of iron that we consume. I'm going to do a multi-video breakdown of different things that can disrupt iron's movement, and in this one we are going to talk about supplements. A lot of the ways that we think about iron is that we either don't have enough of it and that we are anemic, or that we are struggling to absorb it and that our digestive tract is getting in the way and we are just simply not absorbing as much iron. So it's best to just take iron supplements or iron infusions and get as much iron into us as possible, and that is the complete reverse of what the body's trying to communicate. What we really need is we need 25 milligrams of iron per day, but that doesn't all come from our diet. 1 milligram comes from what we are going to consume, 24 milligrams is recycled in the body, and that's really important. Iron doesn't move with more iron. Just like when you are having a beautiful garden in your backyard and slugs appear, you don't have a slug problem, you have a bird problem. And the same thing happens when we either have high or low iron. Both are indications that iron isn't regulated. It's dysregulated, and what we want to do is regulate. So in that case, it's really important that we get balanced nutrients. So not something from a multivitamin, not something from more iron. What we need is things like beef liver or cod liver oil or, excuse the dog, or we want our nutrients naturally occurring, because then that means things are going to be in balance. When we start trying to cherry pick different things, we can add more stress to the body, and especially if we don't understand how iron's moving when we begin doing that. For example, if we add more iron, there's already a lot of iron that's in the tissue. There's a reason why it's not in your blood. It's because it's in your tissue and it can be 10 times higher there. So when we start adding more, it adds more stress at a cellular level, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So if you're looking to improve iron's movement, then taking out things that are multivitamins, especially if it's those Flintstone ones, please do not tell me that you are taking the Flintstones vitamins. I don't want to hear about it. Vitamin D supplements, because it interferes with vitamin A being absorbed, zinc supplements, calcium supplements, all of these different things are issues when they are consumed on their own. What we want to do, so for example, say you're looking for a beautiful zinc supplement. It's not zinc itself that you're looking for, it's oyster powder. It's foods or supplements that are whole food forms that have different nutrients that are naturally occurring in them, and that's what we really want to go for. There's a huge difference between synthetic ones and whole food ones, and we want to go for the whole food ones. If you're looking to improve iron's movements, one of the first things that you can do that's really easy is looking in your cabinet and finding things that are the synthetic form to help increase iron flow properly. I feel like a lot of people are going to comment below about vitamin D supplements, and that is naturally occurring with vitamin A in the form of retinol. So if you look at cod liver oil, they're in the proper ratio together. That means that it's important because they share a receptor site. So if we consume too much vitamin D, then it's going to get in the way with vitamin A absorption. That's a huge issue when we are talking about iron's proper movement, and it can lead to a whole host of different issues. So what we really want to do is focus on whole food forms to help get us back to balance. Now, whole foods alone are not going to be the solution, because there is a huge depletion in our nutrients in our soil, and we will need supplements for optimal health. But that being said, we want whole food forms of that, not synthetic ones. Something that I'm super excited to announce is I have been nominated for one of the top healthcare providers in Fort McMurray, and if you are interested in voting for me, if you love my content, if you've read my free ebooks, I would really appreciate a vote from you. You can head on over to my link in my bio, and there is a link right at the top to go and vote for me.